Hi everybody and welcome to Let's Talk Automotive. We've decided to include motorbikes in the show now, and we've started it with what I think would be a very expressive bike in the form of the new S1000XR. Its lovely little sister, the F900XR and the F900R. Having owned the previous generation bike, I was quite impressed now that the entire shuddering vibration drama that we fixed by pulling the forks 2 centimeters through has now been resolved. The engine is torquier, quicker, the bike's lighter. It's got all sorts of little winglets and fins and strangely nardo grey color. I don't know whether we can call it nardo grey, but whatever it might be, it's more stable, there's more electronics. This is of course the detuned S1000RR engine, coming in at 121 kilowatts. The F900 is a competitor to other bikes in the mid-range segment, is coming in at 77 kilowatts. The biggest difference that this engine's come up by 50 odd cc's. So they've managed to bridge the torque gap, which initially we thought would not make it that much more impressive, but it actually is. You can cruise with this bike quite comfortably at 40 kilometers in the speed limit, and it does not shudder, it does not give you any challenges. They all come equipped with quick shifters up and down. They've got heated grips, they've got ESA packages, all the bells and whistles. The sport for South Africa and the fact that we like high speeds would be more of a commuter short range. BMW's come to the party by making the bike torquier, by making the electronics easy to use, to a point where just a flick of the button can take you across your media, your navigation space, my favorite setting, which actually takes you into sport, which tests not only your lean angle, which is normal, runs your speedometer at the top rev counter here and gives you your braking pressure plus the amount of DTC used. All of this of course is adjustable. The bike has the usual speed control, suspension settings, and it's generally very well put together. It does feel lighter, it does feel quicker, it turns on a dime. So as an Indian person, I was fortunate to be paired again with the gold bike, and I must say that it actually catches a lot of attention, but more importantly it covers, with its diversely alien look, it covers a very easy riding style. It's comfortable to a point where, would I consider it as an everyday over this? Depending on budgets. You've got, again I mentioned, an 80,000 rand difference between the two. If you're that fast, then you would miss the 120 odd kilowatts of the S1000. If you just want to play around, take a trip occasionally into the mountains, take the missus, or if the missus perhaps going to take you, luggage, panniers, all of this stuff, then this is a reasonably priced bike to go for. Of course, reasonable is relative in this economy when most of the super bikes are coming in at over 300,000 at the moment. This at 270 odd with all the bells and whistles is good value for money, and it's a big bike with good fuel consumption, and you've got the BMW reliability. It's not an off-road bike. People tend to think that you possibly can do off-road. Yes, you can in your driveway if you haven't swept the dust away. But generally, no. Go for a GS if you want off-road. This is the alternative to the superbike. It's not going to do 300, but you'll probably get pretty close to a 250, 260 mark under the right conditions, downhill, a lighter person, various other factors. If I had to recommend one, it actually becomes a matter of preference and budget. I'd always go for the high-end model because it looks the part. It's actually really aggressive in what it presents. But this bike here, as a average consumption of, I think we got 4.7 or something liters per 100 kilometers, that works for me because rising costs of fuel, you've got warranties, you've got cheap servicing costs. Is it worth it? And what does it compare to?
That was our day of the media handover of BMW's new Motorrad offerings of the S1000XR, F900R and F900XR, all live and in full color. This is Vishnu Sing signing out on Let's Talk Automotive.